to help from Facebook. Our Charlie DeMar with the story you will only see right here on CBS 2.
They shot it. They got a gunshot in there. Damn.
The shot-up bright orange Dodge Charger wasn't the only carjacked or stolen car stashed in an alley near 59th and Shields.
They're doing a mass recovery right now.
That voice behind the cell phone is Matthew Nallette.
There was 4 cars that were able to be captured.
He says the recovered cars belong to members of a Facebook group that he runs, dedicated to tracking down stolen cars. Today, tire marks from where the cars were ditched are all that remains.
I'm happy that all the people got their car back.
They cut the power to the vehicle. Why? Because they were trying to stop us from tracking it. But guess what? Trackers have their own power source.
Edgar Luciano tracked down and recovered the Jeep stolen from the dealership he works at.
The police pretty much just tracked it to an abandoned garage in the city. It's a $80,000 vehicle, so insurance or not, it's not something you want to lose.
The bulk of the cars were found in the open, lined up against an abandoned house for anyone to see or even alert police, but that never happened.
Yeah, that's that maroon one on the group.
The cars were only returned once Facebook sleuths got involved.
There's like a whole Dodge dealership behind a house, right? Exactly. And nobody calls.
Now, even though those cars were found and recovered, it wasn't as easy as calling the owners of those cars and having them come down and drive off. That's because police say in some of these cases that the keys were actually reprogrammed, so those cars had to be towed away. We are live from Chicago Police Headquarters. Charlie DeMar, CBS 2 News.
A remarkable stop. Thank you, Charlie.
As you can see, from powerful motors to luxury cars to family cars, there's no car exempt. If they want your car and they want to program a key to your car, they can get you. All they gotta do is pull you up. As you can see, look at this list: Infiniti, Honda, Maserati, Land Rover. I mean, you name it. It can be hacked, reprogrammed, and driven off. Now, from aluminum foil to these pouches to these boxes, yeah, they're all good, but they're only good for relay attacks. They're not going to stop a key programmer. A key programmer doesn't need your signal. It doesn't need your key. It's going to program another key. So keep that in mind now. You see, it ain't just Jeep, it ain't just Dodge. It's what car is basically available in your area. No one is exempt from this. A key programmer is one of your worst nightmares. Besides that, man, get you a pin code. A pin code is a cutoff switch. See, back in the day, cutoff switch, you hit it, but it had an on and off. You just flicked it. No matter where you hit it, if they found it, all you had to do was push it on and off. But a pin code, you need a combination. I mean, come on, man, a combination. Who's gonna figure out your combination? Think about it. And you check out this key program. Look, BMW, Audi, Porsche, Cadillac. I mean, you name it, man. They got it. And watch right here. He finna do a Ford. It ain't no Jeep, ain't no Dodge. I mean, ain't no car exempt.
When the key is close to the car, and unlock the car when the driver pulls on the door handle or touches a sensor on it. You can also start the car without a key. The key emits a code or a series of codes which are picked up by the antennae in the car's bodywork. However, this code sent from the key fob can also be grabbed by a scanning device. This is then sent to a booster unit that repeats the same code next to the car door to open it. If the car can be started without a key, this same booster can also be used while pressing the start button to fire up the engine and drive the car away. This is often referred to as a relay attack. In general, keyless entry fobs have a range of 5 to 6 meters, so one of the scanning units has to be no farther than this from the fob. The distance between the two scanners can be up to 50 meters though, so don't think that your car is safe just because the keys are a fair distance from it. If a thief can get close to the fob, the car is vulnerable.
The day. Busy Chicago street, and two thieves get away with a locked car. CBS 2 investigator Megan Hickey live in Fulton Market, where she's learned they may have hacked their way in. Megan.
Brad, surveillance video shows there was no broken glass or lock picking required to steal the car, and residents worry it was a much more high-tech heist.
This was their second pass.
Today we went back to the scene and traced the suspect's footsteps. Surveillance cameras captured two men in black hoodies walking up and down the block on Thursday. Take a look. They walk past this Volkswagen Golf sedan parked along the curb. They make a loop. They walk past it a second time, and just like that, they open the car door, hop in, and drive away.
They didn't check the handle of the vehicle before they stole it.
That's the weird thing. The car was locked and the owner was in a nearby business with the key fob in her pocket.
It just looked like there was some kind of electronic entry.
The Fulton Market Association's executive director told me he's releasing the surveillance video and screenshots of the suspects' faces in an effort to raise awareness in this neighborhood.
We've had some cars stolen from valets right off of the valet line, but we've never had this kind of electronic break-in into a vehicle and an automatic theft.
Today, Chicago police confirmed the theft report but couldn't comment on how the car was stolen. Tony Dolan, who owns a local locksmith company and serves as the director of security for an IT company, is aware of one possibility.
There is products that you can purchase online from overseas that can capture those frequencies that are being transmitted from the vehicle to the car.
Cloning the signal needed to open the car, he explained, with the push of a button. In a 2016 study, researchers at the University of Birmingham said tens of millions of cars are vulnerable to this kind of keyless hacking. They include many Volkswagen models, as well as some Ford, Mitsubishi, Nissan, and others. Dolan says many of these companies are actively working on thwarting these kinds of hacks, but in the meantime,
there's very little that we can do right now other than, park in populated areas, have situational awareness. If you see something, take note.
Now, the Fulton Market Association tells us that Volkswagen was recovered over the weekend, but at last check, no one had been charged. Anyone with information is asked to contact Chicago Police. Live in Fulton Market, Megan Hickey, CBS 2 Investigators.
Only on 2, gone in less than 60 seconds. A South suburban couple stunned by just how easily thieves were able to drive away with their Dodge SRT. Let's get to Jermont Terry live in Chicago Heights with video and concern from those who own a certain car brand. Jermont.
Erica, no car keys needed because the car thieves are using a device which allows for them to override the vehicle's computer system and simply drive away. And it's a crime that Chicago Heights police telling this couple places them in danger because they're specifically targeting a certain type of vehicle, Dodge vehicles especially. Check out these thieves peeling out of a driveway in Chicago Heights.
It was 1 minute.
1 minute is all it took for 3 crooks to get away with Tony and Dee Aurelio's Dodge Durango SRT from right outside their house.
They're very organized, and it's just, it's mind-blowing.
No key needed, a pile of broken glass, remnants of how they gained entry to the SUV at 1:30 Monday morning.
One on the left to break the windows, one on the right to get into the floorboard where evidently they tore the carpet out on the right side to get into the motor to recode it.
And the third guy, look closely. He's crouched down with a gun, watching the front door, just in case someone walks out.
A guy with a gun out here and we come outside and we get shot. Now we don't have a stolen car situation. We got a killing over a car, which is crazy.
The Aurelios realized now they were targeted because of the high-power Dodge. CBS 2 has reported on Dodge owners across Chicago and the burbs getting their SRTs stolen, also by thieves with these reprogrammable devices.
It's just a shame that they can't do something about making it so that the average guy just can't do it.
In my opinion, I think their hands may be tied. I don't know what else they can do.
Police found the Aurelio's SUV on Chicago's south side damaged. But right now, there's one thing this couple will do: move on from the SRT engine.
I love the car, but I love our life better.
Now, police told the Aurelios there's a good chance that these car thieves just followed them home and waited for the perfect opportunity to use that device. CBS 2 did reach out to Fiat Chrysler Automotive to see if they are aware and will address some of the customers' concerns. As of tonight, the Detroit automaker did not get back to us. Reporting live outside the Chicago Heights Police Department, I'm Jermont Terry, CBS 2 News. Erica?
Thank you, Jermont. They want the cars so badly, they are pushing them out of driveways. New here at 10, a car theft ring targeting certain models. Our Jermont Terry shows us how they're getting away with vehicles without a key.
It turns out that thieves are doing more than just violently carjacking people. The number of auto thefts are up too. And there's one model thieves are targeting, and for good reasons. The glass littering this parking lot in Oak Lawn is personal for PJ Canay.
I was very angry.
Upset to find his red Dodge Challenger stolen from outside his apartment Wednesday morning.
Noticed my car was gone and all this broken glass.
Turns out the theft was captured on video. You can see 3 guys around his car. One breaks the driver window, then watch as they climb inside without opening the door. They shift the car to neutral and push the car from the parking spot.
They knew it was a loud car and they knew turning it on in the lot would wake up a lot of people.
The crooks did not hotwire the Challenger. Instead, watch how they use a stolen white Malibu they arrived in to push the Dodge to the street. And once there, they started the vehicle without keys, leaving PJ confused.
Knew exactly what they were doing.
When police arrived, he says officers told him about a new trend targeting his Dodge model.
They stole computers that were able to mimic keys for Dodges, Challengers and Chargers. And that's once you get into the car with it, they could start the car.
In Chicago, 2020 ended not only with more carjackings, but 9,864 auto thefts, up significantly from 2019. It's a crime spilling out into the burbs. And if crooks have a way to override the push starts in certain models, the fear is auto thefts will keep happening. Investigators are still looking for the people who stole this parked neon Challenger. It's now linked to 3 bank robberies.
They've been targeting those specific cars in the area, and
it took thieves less than 10 minutes to steal PJ's Challenger. It's also believed that this crew is connected to 2 other auto thefts in the nearby burbs. Reporting in Oak Lawn, Jermont Terry, CBS 2 News.
Thank you, Jermont.
Get gone in 30 or even 60 seconds. Quick-moving thieves used a tow truck to steal a car parked in front of a house in about 10 seconds. And security cameras caught them in action. Tonight, the owner wants his car back and can't figure out who would want to take it. Peter Bernard joins us now live in Sarasota County. And Peter, these guys move pretty quickly.
They sure did, Josh. Almost as fast as you can snap your fingers. These guys had the car on their hook and off they went. You have to believe they've done this many times before. Don't blink or you might miss it. A dark-colored tow truck backs up to a house just off Proctor Road and steals this car while the owner slept. Damian Rios' wife discovered the car missing early Mother's Day.
She opened the door to leave, and she came back inside to the house and said, your car is not on a driveway.
Damian immediately checked his security cameras, and there they were.
The towing truck went all the way that way and then came back. And then getting reversed in here, I go that way.
The car is not expensive. It's a blue 2006 Infiniti, worth about 10 grand. No, Damien is not behind on his payments, so this is not a repossession. Damien, do you have any enemies out there that were trying to do this to you?
Not at all.
No? And here's the scary part. Damien tells me his car has a dealer-installed tracking device, but the thieves disabled it or took it out soon after swiping it from his driveway.
10 seconds.
10 seconds. Is that incredible to you?
Yeah, it was. It's just only pull in, pull out.
To help prevent thieves from taking his wife's car, he's parked it sideways in his driveway to make it harder for a tow truck to swoop in and take it.
I feel like kind of mad because, I don't know what people thinking when, you work so hard. And trying to get your stuff, you know, like your card and everything, and somebody coming in and take it from right in front of your house.
Exasperating. Damon has lived in that house. Damien has lived in that house for 16 years, and he says he moved from another neighborhood to get away from crime, and now this happens. Josh?
Well, Peter, he said he didn't have any enemies, but are there any theories out there why they'd want this particular car?
He's got one. He thinks they probably needed it for parts, and he said he talked to the dealer that sold him the car, and they said you can't even find a car like this in a junkyard, so that could be. They're on the lookout for it right now.
Didn't even have time to yell at him or anything. 10 seconds. Wow. All right, Peter Bernard live for us in Sarasota County. Peter, thanks.
What we might have to do with the rib tips, you know, if they're not here when we load.
What time was it?
12:30.
12:30. Holy shit.
That's what we're probably going to wind up doing. It'll be okay. It's just, you know, you gotta, it is what it is. Did you want to send them left out early today? Yeah, I don't, well, it depends. Let's see how many deliveries you get. You know? I don't think so, though. Don't send them right away.
Fucking hell.
Fucker took your car, man.
Mm-hmm.
Unfucking believable.
And fighting back against carjackers, the number of thefts has skyrocketed in Chicago and the suburbs. Now, a growing number of car owners are taking action to protect their property. NBC5's V. Wynn has the story.
It's been a busy past couple of weeks for this security shop in River Grove. Steve Labello is the owner and says more customers are looking to protect their cars after seeing a spike in carjackings.
I've been doing this since 1993 and I've never seen it this bad.
Labello says customers have two options. The first is to install what's called a starter disabled, and it's pretty universal.
We install new aftermarket systems and we disable them from communicating with each other. So factory remote can't communicate with the new remote, and the new remote can only communicate to the factory system.
He says the alarm system can be paired with an app that can basically serve as your car key.
I tell customers that if they get carjacked, don't panic. Just go in your drone app, wait for that engine to show that it's off, press lock, car will never start again.
Labello walks us through the second option, a security feature that he says is mainly seen in Europe. He says in addition to a key, you would need a PIN code to start your car.
As soon as I go to put it in drive, stall the engine out. Now if I put it in park and turn it off and try to restart it, now it will not start at all. It needs to see a PIN code.
The installations could cost at least $550, and for some, that's money well spent.
It gives you a better feeling when your car's out in the street.
And as you can see right here, all alarms, shock sensor, window sensor, doors open, car start up, you are immediately alerted on your phone. I mean, come on, man. How good is that? I mean, if they steal it, you have a GPS track on it that you don't have to call nobody like OnStar, Uconnect, Tile, AirTags. No. Pull out your phone and track the car yourself and direct the police to directly where they are trying to hide your vehicle, strip your vehicle. I mean, come on, man. GPS tracker? I mean, how good is that, man? I mean, you can't go wrong, man. And as you can see right here, I'm at the mall, but I could track my car. Alarm on, doors closed, battery, temperature inside the car, everything all safe. And if they were to steal it, as you can see, I'm the blue dot, and that's how far I'm from my car. You could track it. This car can't be hidden from you. As soon as they take it, you will know exactly what's going on and where it's at.
All right, hello everybody. This is Steve at SNA Security Specialist in River Grove. We're gonna wait for a couple people to join this video, if there is any. It's a Sunday, so I don't expect people to be joining in on this video. But what we're gonna show you here, obviously everyone's seen the pin code system. They know what that does. Here is how the new feature works that we just got the update for. We have already tested this on a 2021 Durango Hellcat, and it works perfect. So we have a customer who decided to let us use their vehicle for testing purposes, and now we're going to test it on this Challenger, which would also cover all of the Chargers. So here we go. Pin code system. I'm going to show you what the pin code system basically is. Pin code system is plain and simple. I get a lot of people who ask me, what does it do? Where do you enter the code at? All that. See all these buttons on the steering wheel and all those buttons down there? There are existing buttons already in the car. What we do is create a combination of presses on these buttons using different buttons from 4 presses all the way up to 21 presses. Then we create the code. So when you get out of your vehicle, if a thief gets in to try and steal it, it's very simple. What they're going to end up having to do is enter the same exact code that you programmed, or they're going to fail. So for demonstration purposes only, we're going to reveal our generic pin code, which is that OK button right there, 4 presses. Now, that is a generic button. We don't leave it like that. When the customer picks up the vehicle, they choose their own combination of presses. And it could, like I said, from 4 to 21 presses. It could be 2 left, 2 down, 2 up, 2 OKs. It could be up, down, left, right, up, down, left, right, middle, left, right, left, all the way up to 21. So we're going to show you how it works. I'm going to step on the brake. I'm going to touch the button. You did not see the car start. Did not hear it start. Okay, will not start. Turn it off. Try it again. Brake, button. Will not start. Never will until it sees that code. So here we go. We're going to show you the temporary code. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hazard lights will flash twice. When they flash twice, that's your confirmation that the correct code was entered. And like we said, we will change that code for the customer when they pick up the vehicle. There we go. Car started. Now, as soon as you turn it off and get out your car, 3 seconds later, the device self-activates itself. No need to do anything magic. No need to turn it on. And if you forget to lock your doors, don't worry. If you forget to turn on your aftermarket alarm, don't worry. You're still covered. You have protection. Here we go. Brake, button. Didn't start. Now, you can disable this for when you're at the dealership getting your vehicle serviced. You won't have to tell the dealership your code. You can also temporarily disable it when you're at a car wash, so you don't have to tell the guy washing your car your code. Only person who should ever know your code is you, the owner. Now, what we've just updated, We're going to show you how thieves get these cars. I'm not going to show you exactly how, but we're going to show you what they use. They're using a tablet, just like this. We already have it plugged in to the car's CAN bus system, and we're going to show you what our upgrade system does. Check this out. This is what the anti-key programming software does. First of all, let me unlock my tablet with my code. There we go. So right now, let me turn off the vehicle. There we go. We have the key to the car. We know it's the key, and we know currently it's not going to start because the engine's off and it didn't see a code. But what these are doing is they're getting in, they're smashing your window, they're plugging in this key programmer somewhere down there, anywhere in the car. Really doesn't matter where they plug it into anymore. What they do is they click on Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, they hit OK, and they go through the process of programming in a key. We're going to show you, I'm sorry, I hit Toyota by accident. Let me click on Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep. Get the glare out of here. There we go. Now, here we go. So, two methods to program a key to this. By vehicle or auto-identify. We're going to click on auto-identify. CAN bus system in the car just woke up, so it's trying to communicate. What did that say? Failed to identify this vehicle. So, what does that mean? Simple. If the tablet, the key programmer can't communicate with the vehicle, you can't program a key. So all those vehicles that you see stolen out of people's driveways, stolen off the Dodge lots, this right here puts an end to all of that. Okay? We're gonna go buy the vehicle and try it again. Dodge, Challenger, 20 and up. We're gonna hit OK. How many keys in the vehicle? Don't know. Failed to communicate. Cool. I'm gonna try that again, but this time we're going to try to read the vehicle security code. Now, what the security code is, it's a digit stored in, a few digits stored in the vehicle's BCM. You need to know the code in order to program a key or delete a key. So we're going to try to read the code. What did that say? Failed. Okay, we're going to see if we can erase the customer's keys. Don't know. Can't erase customer's keys if we don't know the vehicle security code. We're going to try to add a key. So let's turn the hazard lights on and ignition to off. Well, ignition's off, so here comes the hazards. Don't know the security code still. So we can't add, we can't delete. We don't know how many keys are in there. And if it did try to read it, it's going to give a false count because our system's doing what it's supposed to do right now. So try to read that security code again. It failed. Now, how can the customer program keys to their vehicle if they lost all their keys? Very simple. They're going to get in. They're going to enter in their code. And of course, this OK button is just a temporary code. It will get changed to about 8 to 10 digits when the customer picks up the vehicle. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Now we can start the vehicle, right? Very good. So now here's what we're going to do. This time, we're going to disable this whole pin code system. I'm not going to show you how to do it, but I'm going to do it here. Okay. There we go. Whole system's disabled. So, right now, I'm going to try to read the number of keys in the vehicle. Aha! That's the correct count. 2. I'm going to read the vehicle security code. Boom, security code. I'm going to add a smart key. Boom, security code. I can just simply now program the key, which we're not going to do because I do not have the customer's permission to do that. So there we go. So now what we're going to do, we're going to turn our pin code system back on again. Okay, I'm going to turn the vehicle off. gonna just open the door real quick, shut the door, get back in. Still have the computer plugged in, okay? There's the key. I'm gonna step on the brake. Brake, button, didn't start. Okay, so now that our system's back on, we're gonna try to read that security code again. Failed. So there you go. Once we program that customer's PIN code, they're not stealing this vehicle. They're not deleting the customer's keys. They're not programming a key. They're not driving off. Doesn't matter where the vehicle's parked. Could be in the Dodge dealership lot. Could be in front of your house. Could be anywhere. You're not stealing it. So, anyone have any questions before we end this video? Let me see if I can read the comments. I don't know if I can. Here we go. What about valet mode? There we go. So yes, it has a valet mode, Jeffrey. We always show that to the customer when they pick up the vehicle. We don't show that on live videos. Lunch is, lunch would be nice. Also, another concern that people have with these. Can you use your factory remote start? Yes, you can. There we go. Walk out to the car, unlock the door. Open the door, hop in. I'm gonna put that tablet right there. You're gonna hop in. Of course, you're gonna touch your button. You're gonna turn on your ignition. Now, when you go to step on the brake, I can't shift it. Here's the key. There's the brake. Can I shift it? Nope. Not until I enter that PIN code. There we go. Here's the brake. There's the shift. So yes, it is secure. Once you turn it off, you get out, you get back in, you try to restart this bad boy. No start. So sorry, thieves. You're no longer going to be able to get these vehicles if these customers are putting PIN codes on them. It's a game changer. Dodge was supposed to come out with a security update to do something similar. However, we do get this, customers get this confused. I'm not going to say customers, but the public. They get this confused with, oh, well, Dodge is coming out with the update, and the Dodge update is free. Sure, it may be free. Yes, they're coming out with an update. Is it out yet? No. When is it coming out? We don't know. They don't know. Public doesn't know. In the meantime, everyone's vehicles are getting stolen because it's so easy to program a key and drive away. Now, what's different about our update versus the Dodge update they're supposed to come out with? Our update can't start the car, period. With the Dodge one, you'll still be able to start the car. You'll just be limited by how many miles per hour you can drive it. Our system can't start it. Our system can't program a key anymore, can't delete a key anymore. So if there's dealerships out there, you're tired of getting these vehicles stolen off of your lot, give us a call, 773-772-5424. And if you're a consumer, you own one of these vehicles, give us a call too. You're not gonna be able to simply steal these vehicles anymore. So I appreciate everybody watching. Once again, SNA Auto Sound here in River, not SNA Auto Sound, we changed our name. SNA Security Specialist in River Grove, 9017 Grand Avenue, 773-772-5424.